Hey everyone! In today's video, we are talking about how to add coziness to your home. I will be working in my kitchen and sharing all of my go-to styling ideas for adding coziness. As always, my tips will be easy and budget friendly, so let's go ahead and get started. I cleared everything off of my countertops because I wanted to start with a completely blank canvas. I also gave everything a really good cleaning. I did leave some of the things in my peg rails as I don't change these pieces out too often. I piled everything onto my kitchen table so I could see what I had to work with. I am just placing these flowers that my sister gave to me for my birthday in some water, and we will be coming back to these a little bit later. I always like to start the design process with compiling some items for inspiration. I know I wanted to bring in some real plants. My kitchen is one of my favorite places to use real plants because there is quite a bit of natural light in here, and I spend so much time in the kitchen that I never forget to water plants that are in here. Pieces that have a story and family heirlooms are a must in my book when adding coziness to your space. They tell your story and add so much character. I have a couple that I will be sharing with you today. Sometimes kitchens can be tough spaces to style in a way that feels cozy. They can be kind of cold and uninviting at times with all the appliances, countertops, and overhead lighting. Since it's in the middle of the winter right now, you really want your spaces to feel extra cozy since we're spending so much time indoors. Adding fresh flowers can really help to bring in some color and some life to your spaces, which helps them to feel more homey and inviting. Like I mentioned, my sister gave me these beautiful white roses for my birthday. I had some existing flowers that I am going to be removing the flowers that are ready to go and just creating a smaller arrangement with the ones that are still vibrant. I like to add flowers to mason jars and pitchers. I often pick these up when I am thrifting. I had my little helper join me for a little while today. She loves arranging flowers and can't wait to be out in the garden with me this year. We are actually planning to expand my garden in April. I cannot wait to plant all the beautiful flowers this year. Adding warm lighting or using small lamps on your counters is a great way to add coziness and offer a softer light source when you don't need the overhead lights. I've had my eye on this little lamp for a while, and I had a coupon for my birthday, so I went ahead and ordered it. It's been out of stock forever, and I was so happy to see that it was back in stock. I will link it for you if it is still available. One of the goals of my kitchen was to simplify but still honor the cottage style that I love in my home. Most of the pieces that I am using are all functional and pieces that I use daily. One thing that I've been thinking about is how to change or make the black sides on my refrigerator blend in a little bit better with the kitchen. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Mixing antique pieces with new pieces is a great way to add charm and character, which creates that cozy, lived-in feeling. Which brings me to my next tip, adding in pieces with a story and family heirlooms or pieces that have meaning. These pieces, in my opinion, are what makes your house feel like a home. This was my Nana's recipe box, and I love to look at the recipes, especially the ones with her beautiful handwriting. She always made the most delicious food. These are the pieces that will be unique to you and your home. I don't know about you, but I would take these pieces over anything that I could buy in a store. I enjoy baking and keeping homemade treats for my family to snack on during the week. I keep some pantry staples out on my counter. This creates such a beautiful, inviting feeling in the kitchen, and it also serves a function. I know the plugs on the wall can be kind of an eyesore to some, but I try to keep my kitchen functional and I don't want to move a bunch of stuff when we need a plug. I try to camouflage them slightly with the peg rail, but everything on these rails moves so that it's very easy to access them. The kitchen is a place of many endless chores. I love when I can mix beauty and function to help make chores like the dishes a little less blah. A simple way to do this is to upgrade your dish brush set to some pretty wooden ones and add some pretty soap. I also keep a little dish here that has some extra dish brush heads for when they need to be changed out. I'll add some fresh flowers on the other side for a little pop of color. More and more, I am choosing stylings that not only look pretty but are functional. While I do believe the purpose of some pieces we choose for our homes is beauty and joy, when you compare those two things with functionality, that's the best of both worlds. I often pick simple items like fruit, especially the fruits that my girls enjoy, to add some color to my kitchen. On my counter, I am styling the roses with some pears and one of my favorite candles. I am someone who likes to mix faux and real plants in my spaces. Like I mentioned, I love real plants in my kitchen because I am always in here and I remember to water them. I think it is so important to remember to do what you love in your home. If it's using real plants, that's wonderful. If it's using faux greenery, that's great too. Making those little tweaks and adjustments in your own home to fit your preferences and needs is, in my opinion, the essence of creating a home. This recipe book was also my Nana's. I am going to be styling this one with some of my other cookbooks on the shelf in my breakfast nook area. I absolutely love the story of this and the worn look of it. I'd love to hear about some of the family heirlooms or special pieces that you all have in your homes in the comments. This shelf got a fresh coat of paint and it looks as good as new now. I left all of my copper pieces up because I love the warmth that they add to the space. Incorporating some copper pieces into your kitchen can help it feel cozier by bringing in a warmer tone. I often use these pictures for arranging flowers and I like to keep them handy here on the shelf. Shelf styling is something that is also very personal. Some people like a little bit more, others a little bit less. I hope that you can take ideas from my videos that inspire you and then tweak them to fit the needs in your home. My new philodendron plant is going to live on my kitchen table. We have been using the table more often than our counter lately, and I kept things very simple here because I didn't want to move a bunch of things when we are having meals. My swan planner that was here has found a new home up in my bedroom on our dresser, and it looks beautiful up there. I am using some asparagus bushes in my hanging baskets. I thought this was a nice transitional stem in between now and spring. It would even be a great base to add some florals to for the springtime. I took away one of the baskets because I liked how the odd number looked a little bit better. This glass cake stand is another family heirloom piece. I often stock it with homemade treats, which is another great tip for adding coziness to your kitchen. There is just something so warm and inviting about fresh baked treats. I wanted to quickly share this little thrifting find with you. I paid just $3 for this plate rack and all I did was give it a fresh coat of paint. hope you all enjoyed this video and got some ideas for adding coziness to your home. Next week, we are headed out on a thrifting adventure, and I'll be sharing simple ways to make your home beautiful on a budget. Thank you all so much for being here, and I will see you next week.